Hello everyone, welcome to the Doctors. I'm your host IFFAH, and for today's topic, we will be focusing on blood donation. We have invited two special guests as our panel for today. Everyone, please welcome Dr. OMILLA and Dr. CHANG. For your information, in today's interactive session, we also have invited Mr. M to share his experience of being a blood donor. Without further ado, let's start our session. Mr. M, I was informed that you were totally excited about being a blood donor, but after finishing the session, you felt something wasn't right. What exactly happened?
Well, Miss IFFAH, after finishing my donation section, I was feeling unwell. So I want to ask clarification for our panelists. Could you tell me that what exactly this ADR adverse donor reaction means?
As many don't know, adverse donor reaction is the unpleasant feeling felt by the donors before, during, or after the blood donation process. Here, the donors should be managed with high standards of care to assure them safety during the blood donation process. What do you feel now, Mr. M? Can you describe your symptoms?
Yes, doctor, I feel like I'm sweating, dizzy and nausea, little bit of blurred vision, my skin is pale and my stomach is very uncomfortable. I feel very anxious because the donor before me was suffering the ADR after his donation, and it's really frightened me.
Okay, Mr. M, I can completely understand why you are feeling this way. Let me reassure you that this phenomenon is uncommon. A population study has shown that the blood donors that will experience ADR is only around 1% of the sample population, and only 0.12% from them have the experience.
See, thank you, Dr. Chang. So in the blood donation center, I saw many healthcare personnel on duty. May I ask what their roles is?
Can you elaborate more on this, Dr. Chang?
Sure. The health personnel that attend the donor will first briefly introduce the possibility of ADR and reassure the donors that they will be safe during the blood donation process. Health personnel could be anyone, not necessarily a doctor. Even phlebotomists and nurses can be attending the donor in such.
I see. That was really informative. Thank you, Dr. Chang and Dr. OMILLA. Now, we have open questions to the audiences. Please introduce yourself and tell us your question.
Hello, I'm Arfa, and I have a question to Dr. OMILLA. I was informed earlier that there are many types of ADR, as you were stating certain reactions can be severe, and I'm curious as to how many adverse donors are there.
Well, Arfa, there are two types of ADR, and it is further classified according to the signs and symptoms a donor experiences. Either the reaction happens locally or systematically. Symptoms include hematoma, arterial puncture, and pain, while the systemic symptoms are further divided into mild vasovagal reactions and severe categories like convulsive syncope and severe cardiac events.
Very well, Dr. OMILLA. We have another question coming in. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is SYAHNAZ. May I know what are the causes of such adverse donor reaction? Can you please elaborate on this?
Sure. We can look into two aspects here. For local symptoms, is commonly due to venous access problems caused by improper placements of needles, contamination, or incompetent needle insertion protocols. While for systemic reaction, it is due to anxiety and tension of undergoing donation that malfunction the nervous system, regulating the heartbeat and also blood pressure.
Thank you, Dr. Chang. And the last question of the day. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm MARWAH. I would like to edit to SYAHNAZ's question just now. May I ask, is there any treatment for these ADRs?
Yes, Marwa. Local symptoms, usually it doesn't require any therapy to recover. However, some symptoms alleviating painkillers can be given. For systemic symptoms, some therapeutic interventions can be given. Anxiety and improved blood circulation such as Trendelenburg perfusion. Although vasovagal reaction is usually mild, it must be managed immediately because it may progress to severe systemic reactions.
Brilliant. We have come to the end of our show for today, and I would like to thank our panelists, Dr. Chang and Dr. OMILLA, and our guest, Mr. M, for joining us on today's talk show. Thank you to the audiences for attending the show, and also to those who are watching at home. See you at the same time.